Robotic pool cleaner, dolphin with ecoFinish. Hello, we had our pool finished with the ecoFinish Mediterranean Blue. I read your last post about using the dolphin robotic cleaner. We ended up buying a dolphin Nautilus to clean our pool. When I go to clean out the basket, I see debris of the ecoFinish in the basket, like it's stripping the pool finish. Why is this happening? Is the robot too powerful for the finish, and should we be scared to keep using it?
Okay, so what you do have to look at is what pads are on the unit itself. There are some pads that are better for vinyl liner pools. I would certainly suggest that in the case of using it on ecoFinish. However, if you're having an issue that it's peeling up the ecoFinish, what that's actually doing is peeling up what's called the ghosting. Is that as the material is applied, if there's wind, if there's any inconsistencies, and the one layer is not melting to the next layer down, some of those pieces might come off. That's going to happen one way or the other if that's the issue. The dolphin might, in this case, just speed that along a little bit. I don't know that it's a detriment to your pool. However, what I would do is make sure that you have the rollers and the pads on the dolphin that are designed for a vinyl liner pool. They're going to be a lot gentler than the ones that are designed for a concrete finish. So up to you whether to continue to use it or not. I've always enjoyed dolphin pool cleaners. I do know that if there's an issue in an ecoFinish pool and there was an issue with getting the layers to adhere to each other, then logically it makes sense that a dolphin scrubbing on that is going to make that problem become more apparent more quickly. You likely have a deeper seated issue than the dolphin cleaner itself. Likely you have an ecoFinish issue and the dolphin's just helping you to identify it. But that's your call in terms of if you want to keep using it. I know you got a lot of money invested in both ecoFinish, but then of course in the dolphin itself. Other than that, you could go back to manually vacuuming, and all the alternatives are going to really create the same problem in the long run. So I'm just kind of throwing out all the ideas there, and I don't know which way to tell you to go. But if this issue is happening, it's going to happen at some point anyway, with or without the dolphin.